The 2019-2020 NBA season ends with the Los Angeles Lakers becoming NBA champions. Led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they defeated the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals to make Los Angeles once again the city of champions. But right after that championship victory and throughout the NBA season, a lot of critics were saying that this just might be LeBron's final NBA championship because new teams are coming to the NBA. And a few months later, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver acknowledged the possibility of an NBA expansion, meaning more teams are coming to the NBA in the future. But the question is, when is that gonna happen? Maybe in a few years, or maybe never. NBA fans and NBA executives were all confused and don't really know what's going on. They were left in the unknown, but what they don't know is that that NBA expansion is coming sooner than they think. And how soon are we talking? We are talking the beginning of the 2020-2021 NBA season, because right now I am being flown out by the commissioner himself to meet with and interview for one of the positions within the new expansion teams. All of the NBA executives and higher-ups will be there as they also reveal the expansion teams to everyone. So saying that I'm going to be nervous is really an understatement. But the first thing that I did when I touched down in LA is look at all the beautiful monuments that they had of the late, the great Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. And also, I had to get myself some new threads. I had to dress to impress. First thing that I needed to get was a brand new suit. So I went into that interview with all the confidence in the world, and I came out as the new general manager of the Las Vegas Royals. That is going to be one of the new expansion teams. At first, Adam Silver was saying, I think you would fit better with the Seattle Sonics, which is the other expansion team. But he said, you know what? I feel like there's a spot for you in Las Vegas. So ladies and gentlemen, I got the position. And right after that, we met with all the team governors, including me meeting my team governor for the first time. Also, we met with all the team GMs, assistant GMs, because Adam Silver announced how the new NBA is going to look in terms of the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, because with two new teams, the East and the West have to be balanced out. Both conferences are going to have 31 teams. So first, with the Eastern Conference, the Memphis Grizzlies have been moved from the West to the East Coast because they are literally closer to the Eastern Conference. So by default, we sent Memphis over to the East Coast, and also the Washington Wizards has been moved to the Atlantic Division. Then when it comes to the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder were moved to the Southwest Division because they are closer to those Texas teams. And then in the Pacific, we got the Las Vegas Royals, and in the Northwest, we got the Seattle Sonics. Not the Seattle Supersonics, but the NBA tried to make the Supersonics more modern. They are now called the Seattle Sonics. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now the newest general manager of the Las Vegas Royals. I signed my official paperwork the next day. I am ready to rumble. I am ready for this upcoming NBA season. I'm ready for the challenge of being an NBA GM for the first time in my life. And I'm ready for the Las Vegas Royals to take the NBA by storm. It's been rumored to happen for years now, but the NBA finally added two new expansion teams, and they are called the Las Vegas Royals and the Seattle Sonics. Not the Seattle Supersonics. We gotta make things more modern, bro. When you bring a team back, you just can't bring them back with the same threads that they had before. No, you gotta switch it up a little bit. So now they are going to be called the Seattle Sonics. And also, the Memphis Grizzlies did move to the East Coast. If you look at the map of the United States, Memphis should be in the Eastern Conference, bro. Like, they are literally right next to all of the teams in the Eastern Conference, so it was only right that Adam Silver put them on the East Coast. So now there is 31 teams in the East, 31 teams in the West, and ladies and gentlemen, I am the newest GM of the Las Vegas Royals. But before we get this rebuild started, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince YouTube PS Compulsion signing in here, aka Prince Anthony. The Las Vegas Royals is back, baby. Let's get things started. Now it's time for you guys to meet the team owners or the team governors of these new expansion teams. Starting with the Seattle Sonics, we got Terry Freed. He's the governor of the Seattle Sonics. He is part of nearly every decision that is made by the team's front office. Happiness is only true when you have people to share it with. He wants to be happy, and he wants every one of his employees to be happy too. Money is not important. He has lots of it, and he's not afraid to spend to achieve his goals. Winning, winning, winning. That's the expectation, not long term, mind you, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this dude sounds like a pretty dope GM, to be honest. I said GM. He sounds like a pretty dope team owner or team governor, to be honest. Next up, we got my team owner, Kendrick Price. He's the governor. He does not care what the media thinks or what the fans write in the comment sections, and likes to concentrate on his team, staff, and players. The team's immediate success is not a priority as long as the team is headed in the right direction long term. Now, I like my team governor right off the bat, bro. He knows the deal. It's not about winning right now, although winning right now would be great, but he wants to set the team up for long-term success. He's trying to build a dynasty here in Las Vegas. I could get behind that. So when it comes to the settings, action points is a huge no-no. I'm not dealing with that, and I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro. I'm not dealing with that action point BS. Turning off the score as well, because it's something that's really not needed for this My NBA. And also, oh yeah, this definitely gotta come off. Relationships, locking the menus. We cannot have, I'm not dealing with that either. So now it's time to see who are the protected players during this expansion draft. I could go team by team to basically see who they're keeping and who they're not keeping. And in all honesty, I really don't mind or really care too much, because most of the people that we choose might get traded anyways. Time for the expansion draft, time to get things started. And oh, we got the first pick. So we are picking before the Seattle Sonics. We got our choice at any player that teams decided not to keep. And going through these lists, or not these lists, going through this list of players, we got some pretty decent players. One thing that I want is not a lot of players on long-term deals. I want a lot of players that's on short-term deals, but I don't know who I'm gonna choose with this first pick, in all honesty. This should help. So I am looking at players based on their age, and I'm gonna choose the best available when it comes to who's the youngest. And the best player that I see so far is RJ Barrett. I'm mad the Knicks decided not to take him. So ladies and gentlemen, he is going to be our first pick. We have to do so. Second pick goes to the Sonics. They got Michael Porter Jr. and Evan. Okay, so the next pick that we have, in all honesty, I want to choose... I'm gonna go with the youngest players once again. I gotta go with my son Denny. Wanna go with Denny, but I kinda don't know. His stats are horrible on 2K, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and choose him. Why not? If push comes to shove, we could always just trade him. I'm sure his trade value will be pretty high. And we have another pick. Kinda want Kevin Huerter. I like that idea of RJ Barrett and Kevin Huerter coming off the bench behind him. Why not? Let's see who the Sonics choose. They choose Melo, so he's going, and also Ricky Rubio. Okay, two pretty good solid pickups for Seattle. Next up, we need a point guard. So the best available is Mike Conley. He's on a one-year deal, so why not? I'll just go ahead and choose him. And we have the next pick. I want to choose a backup point guard, or maybe I should look at centers. Let's see, because we don't have a center on the team as yet. So our choices at the center is pretty limited. I'll just go with Robert Williams. Why not? He's young, 23 years old. He has potential. I just go ahead and pick him. Let's see who they choose. The Sonics choose Jabari Parker and Dwight Howard. So they got their center in Dwight Howard. Who should we choose with this next pick? I'm thinking of going with Otto Porter for defensive reasons, and we got another pick. Wanted DJ Augustine, but that 3-year deal is not cutting it for me, so I'm going to go with Patrick Mills. My son Patty Mills, bringing him to the squad. Let's see who the Sonics choose. Oh, Marquise Chris, I should have chosen him. And Reggie Jackson, was not going to choose him. So we do need some good backup players now, and in terms of a good backup center before they choose Jahlil Okafor, I'll just go ahead and go with him. And we have another pick. Who should I choose? Jay Crowder, why not? Defensive purposes, we always need a player like him. Oh, they had Josh Hart. Tim Hardaway Jr., I was never going to choose him, but I would have preferred to have Josh Hart on the team. You guys know I always choose Josh Hart. So we need a backup small forward. Kyle Anderson or Doug McDermott? I'm going to go with Dougie McBuckets. The draft was successful for us, in all honesty. We got good young players that if we wanted to trade, we could get something for. And also, we have players on short-term deals. So this next season is pretty much going to be about testing out our players and seeing who we should keep going into the next NBA season. We're not going to do anything this season for sure, but this is going to be about development. Was thinking about loading up a custom draft class, but for this entire My NBA series, we're going to go with the auto-generated rookies since we pretty much got custom teams, custom expansion teams. But now it's time to look at our roster. We got Mike Conley, Otto Porter, Jay Crowder, Patty Mills, Robert Williams, Jahlil Okafor, Dougie McBuckets, Denny, RJ Barrett, Kevin Huerter, Myers Leonard, Grayson Allen, Jalen McDaniels, Jalen Adams. That's our squad. Our team is not doing nothing this season, but as I said, this is more about developing our younger players and seeing who I should keep on the team, in all honesty. Since we cannot add our own custom face skin to My NBA, ladies and gentlemen, the new GM of the Las Vegas Royals is me, Nate Banks, and I also added in some badges. So badge 1 is recruiter, badge 2 is hard worker, and last but not least, badge 3 is spiritualist. So recruiter because of course I gotta recruit people to come to my Las Vegas team, of course. Hard worker because I work hard, bro, grinding out here. Last but not least, spiritualist because I'm trying to be like Kyrie Irving, bro. I'm trying to hit y'all with these deep thoughts. If you guys don't know about the skill tree, it's still the same as NBA 2K20 and NBA 2K21 on the current gen. First skill that I am unlocking because I have 1 skill point is unlocking the trade finder. We're about to make some deals. I'm not really liking this staff. Before I start making any trades or doing anything else, I kind of want a new head coach. In all honesty, who else should I get? Everybody else seems okay, but like my head coach really gotta go. All C's, I'm sorry, but you definitely gotta hit the door. So I am gonna fire cordially because, you know, I'm a good person. So Nate Banks says that Millen Mack, you gots to go. You gotta go, bro. Simple as that. Of course, I'm not paying him all that money. 150K, bro, for 4 years. Trying to hire this new trainer, and he don't even want that? Alright, I'll bump it up to... How much should I bump it up to? I'm not giving him what he wants. He wants way too much. Matter of fact, forget it. I don't really care. I need a good trainer because they definitely need to help our players, like, heal from injuries when they get injured. So I'll just go ahead and give him what he wants. Whatever you want, bro. Whatever Cuba Gooding wants, that's how much he is going to get. That's how much you want, bro. I'll give you a little bit extra. Boom, 200K. Anything for my son Cuba. Also, love the cut, bro. I see you. Feel like this guy's a good pickup. He accepted our offer. Welcome to the Las Vegas Royals. Our new head coach, Lucas. Hired him because his potential is an A, and he has 2 first names. So how can you not be good if you have 2 first names, bro? His mom said, no, you're not getting a different last name. You're gonna be called Lucas. So nice, they had to name him twice. Before we progress this season, one thing I need is a better point guard. Mike Conley is good, but of course after this season, he is going to regress. And we have a lot of old point guards on our team. And Mitchell Robinson. We could get Mitchell Robinson for Mike Conley. That would be a great pickup. I don't know what the Knicks are thinking by offering me this deal, but one thing we really need is a good point guard. I'm gonna just focus on the point guards for now, although this is a good deal for me. Let's see, Ricky Rubio from the Sonics, no thank you. DeMar DeRozan, no thank you. Let's see, oh, D'Angelo Russell, hold up. Okay, I think this deal could work out for both sides because the Minnesota Timberwolves need some veteran leadership on their team. They got a lot of young players, and we're looking for younger players. So bringing in D'Angelo Russell, 24 years old, although he's on a 3-year deal, that's fine by me. If anything, we'll just trade him during next offseason. And let's see, his progression seems to be going up slightly. Every season, I feel like he's getting better. He should bump up after this season, especially because he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. He is going to have the chance to shine on this Las Vegas team. I am doing this deal, bro. I got to. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to make this trade? Yes, the Minnesota Timberwolves have agreed to our trade offer. Welcome to the squad. D'Lo, a better backup point guard would be great. Patrick Beverley, he's old. I'm trying to get a young backup point guard. Oh, wait. Elfrid Payton, he's not the best player, but he's on a 1-year deal. He's getting paid less than Patty Mills, and he's way younger than Patty Mills. I'll just go ahead and do this deal with the New York Knicks. They accepted my trade offer. Kuba wants to speak to me. Whatever Kuba wants, Kuba gets. Hey, boss, friendly reminder that it's time to start formulating our scouting plan. Okay, I want to let him handle it because Kuba is the GOAT. But for right now, I'm gonna pick the scouting goals just to see who we have, you know, who we should be scouting. Wilson Townsend, A- overall, 3-point scoring is up there. He's a power forward, so more than likely he's gonna be a stretch 5, best player coming out of the draft. Kuba, I want you to scout him. Got some more skill points, 3 skill points to be exact. So first thing I am unlocking is coworker care. I gotta be able to chit chat with the players, and I gotta be able to chit chat with the staff. So I unlock both of those right off the bat, and also to change the ticket prices. Gotta unlock that skill as well, because I'm about to be bumping those prices up. Now I can finally chit chat with my players. Let me talk to D'Angelo Russell real quick. Let's see, where do you want to go camping, or where do you like to go camping? And we're talking about camping. On 2K, we could have been talking about Michael Jordan, like who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Instead, we're talking about BS like that. But anyways, chit-chatting with my players is gonna be good. I'm not gonna spam the chit-chats and just like get everybody's trust and morale all the way up to 100. I'm gonna be doing tasks, you know, accomplishing tasks and goals and all that BS to get their trust and morale up as well, just to make sure that I'm doing things fairly, you know. So our roster is looking pretty decent. Like I said, we're not gonna be doing much this NBA season, but I am gonna be playing a few games. Definitely gotta play our first game in Las Vegas. Let me simulate up to it and check it out right here. We are gonna be facing off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. I cannot wait to play that game. Look at our uniforms though. I gotta show you guys. Gotta show you guys the uniforms. Home uniform fire, away uniform fire, statement jersey, bro. Fire as well. But that's it for this episode. In the next EP, we are gonna be facing off against Memphis for our first game in Las Vegas. The first game in our franchise history. The first game in Las Vegas Royals history. It's gonna be lit, to say the very least. So like I said, I am gonna be playing a few games this season. It is a development season, so I want to play some games just so I can see which players we should keep, which players we should get rid of, which player we should potentially build around if we have that player on our roster right now. You know, I just want to have some fun, get the hang of this team, and start building a dynasty like my team governor wants to do. It's all about the long-term success of this squad, and that's what we're aiming for. So ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this first episode, leave a comment for me in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because this series it's about to be one of the best expansion series on YouTube. I'm putting that energy out there. Also, click on the playlist on the screen and check out some of my other content if you haven't. Like, bro, I'm dropping quality My NBA content out here. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching once again. This is the Prince of YouTube, signing out.